else have we got? Lima's got a question here. Oh, this was a good one as well. This was a ripper, a beauty, a ripper of a question. Lima wants to know, what's the difference between so, to, very, and really? These are all very common. I guess you would call them, are they adverbs? Are they adjectives? These always confuse me, guys. I think they're adverbs. Particles, whatever. You know what they are. The words so, to, very, really. For instance, it's too cheap. It's so cheap. Which is better? And what about very and really? Which is common? Good question, Lima. Really, really good question. So all of these words are very common. All of them. I would use them all. I would use so, to, very, really. Let's just go through them. So we can use so plus an adjective. So to be so big, to be so expensive, to be so cheap, to be so annoying, to be so hot, to be so cold. It's emphasis. It's very cold, it's so cold, it's really cold. Those three can be used interchangeably. Very cold, really cold, so cold. You can pick whichever one you want and they all convey the same idea. It's cold, it's so cold. It's hot, it's really hot. He's annoying, he's very annoying. So it's just emphasis. It takes it from here and it bumps it up. Okay, that is what so plus adjective, very plus adjective, really plus adjective does. It emphasizes. We can use so many and so much when it's followed by a noun, okay? And this will usually be an uncountable or a countable noun. So many countable nouns, so many sheep, so much uncountable nouns, so much money, okay? So he has so many friends. Friends is plural, it's countable. Making up words there, plural. It's plural and countable. So we use many, so many. He has a lot. He has very many friends. He has so many friends. We will not say he has really many friends, okay? He's worked so much, he saved up $1,000 this week. He's worked so much, so he's worked a lot. Again, it's emphasis. All right, so that's so plus adjective, or so much, so many plus a noun. Now let's talk about to. To is different, okay? To is emphasizing it and showing that it is bad, that it is negative. I don't want it to be this way. It's so much that it's a bad thing, okay? That it's annoying, it's negative, it's not good. It's so there's lots, but it's bad, it's not good, okay? That is when we use to, okay? It's negative, exactly. Azra's just nailed it. It's negative. So, for instance, my dad's car was so expensive. That doesn't sort of give a judgment. It was very expensive, but it doesn't make me sound like I think that was a bad thing. But if I say dad's car was too expensive, that's me making a judgment now. When I say that, if I hear that, if someone says it was too expensive, I disagree with how much money that thing was worth. Whereas if I said it's so expensive, it could very well be worth the amount of money that it cost, but I'm not judging it. It's too expensive, it's too expensive. And that's the other example. So the other example, Lima's just said it. She's too beautiful, she's so beautiful. What's the difference here? So if I said, my girlfriend, Hakel, is so beautiful, that's me thinking that she's beautiful and it's emphasizing it, she's so beautiful. If I said she's too beautiful, now I think she is very beautiful, but that it's so beautiful, it's negative. That as a result of being as beautiful as she is, it's a bad thing. So for instance, I could use this in an example. Maybe I'm walking around with Hakel in the city. I could say she's so beautiful. People notice her. She's so beautiful that people notice her. So, you know, maybe guys look at her, women look at her, whatever. That's fine. It's just saying because she's so beautiful, because she's up here, people see her. If I use to, that would be the idea now in that same example that the reaction she was getting was a negative thing. So like, oh man, Hakel is just too beautiful. We walk around the city and people are yelling out, they're screaming, they want a photo. It's really bad, it's horrible, it's too much. She's too beautiful, okay? So that's where we're talking about excessive, it's a lot, but it's too much. It's to such a degree that it's bad, okay? And again, we can use too many or too much if we're talking about a noun. So he has too much money. He has so much money, he has a lot. He has too much, now it's a negative thing. He has so many cars. He has so many. He has too many cars. That is like, he has a lot and it's negative. Okay, so that's all I want you to take away from this, guys. So, very, and really all effectively mean the same thing. She's very beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's really beautiful. All mean positive, no real judgment there. But as soon as you say too, it's like it's a bad thing. It's a negative thing. She's too beautiful. He has too many friends. He has too much money. It's negative.